What's up, everybody? Today, in this episode, is our first ever King of Spooks Fan Fright episode. Today's matchup is we are putting up the Mummy of Ankha versus the Caveman. Now, initially, I was supposed to have this video up a couple days ago, but some stuff has happened, so I've had to back a little bit. Sorry about that. But you guys are getting 2 videos today instead of 1, so hope you guys enjoy. So let's get into this matchup. We are beginning with the fear factor. The Mummy of Ankha delivers one of the creepiest atmosphere of the original series. It is Dr. Najib, and I believe he's going after a coin, but the way the whole thing is it's actually really interesting, and he has a lot of fear. I mean, with the darkness, he's more of just... The art is different. It's not just a bland character. It actually has a little taste to it. But then we have the Caveman. Now, the Caveman, he's intimidating by presence. His strength, speed, because he breaks through a lot of stuff in the episodes. He's very fast, and he has that primal aggression that makes him dangerous, but not necessarily terrifying. So he's more of a threatening, or physical, than a haunting threat, fear, that you should have. So for the first category of fear, we are giving it to Mummy of Ankha. Also, I don't know if I've said this already, but if you guys like this series, please like the video, comment down below, do you think we got this right? Who do you think should have won? And then also subscribe to the channel so you guys can keep up to date with Fan Frights and the regular series, as well as some Warhammer 40k what if videos I do and some other stuff I'm gonna hopefully do as well. But now let's get into the second category, design and style. So the Mummy's look is instantly recognizable. When you put the Caveman up to him, the Mummy gets it more, at least that way. But when it comes to... Oh, actually, that's later, so we won't deal with that. But we're gonna keep going into it. They both have a primitive, very easy design to do, and it is kind of interesting with some of the scenery in their episodes as well. I do like both episodes a lot. So what I'm gonna do is we're actually gonna make it a tie, just like we had for, I believe it was the first episode we had a tie. I don't think we've had a tie since, but yeah. So I'm gonna say for the design and style factor, it's a tie. Now, when it comes to the impact and legacy, we're gonna get into what I was almost saying earlier. The Mummy of Ankha helped shape the formula for many cursed or ancient themed monsters. I want to thank Scooby-Doo and My Mummy, or Where's My Mummy? I think that's... I don't know why I want to say Where's My Money? My Mummy 2. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Like I said, the atmosphere and the tension of his episodes. I really liked it. The Caveman didn't have the same lasting influence. His appearance he did add variety to it, but he is also, I think, more utilized in episodes than movies. So in the impact and legacy, I'm gonna give it to the Caveman. As much as I kind of want to say it's a tie, because we have had a movie and we do get a couple episodes with a mummy in series, I think the series that they use the most monster is probably, other than a ghost or a clown or a phantom. Hi there, editing voodoo here. Actually, I went back through and checked everything, and it seems that the Mummy of Ankha has more toys when it comes to mummies. It has more episode, movie type stuff. So in that case, I am switching my original choice from what would have been the Caveman to the Mummy of Ankha. Now, when it comes to the story strength, we're going to differ again. So The Mummies episode has very strong storytelling with ancient past, with Dr. Najib, with the coin of him saying that all the time. It's something really, really nice. And I love at the end. I do find it funny though when they talk about the crystal scarab. It's not a scarab. It looks more like a crystal turtle to me. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but that's just how I see it. The Caveman episode is simpler. It does have uniqueness of it, like with the frozen ice making boat that made the crystal that they found. I do find that interesting. So I'm gonna give it to the Mummy again, because I think with more interesting atmosphere, how the Mummy is portrayed, the story, the curse, and even like how Dr. Najib made the stone statues of the group. I like how they kind of introduced that. So I'm giving it the story to the Mummy as well. And now the difficulty to catch, that one was fun. I loved watching both of them get caught. So the caveman, he gets stuck by, I don't think it was a clam. I think it was a piece of coral. And when Shaggy and Scooby go to rip the caveman out of the water, they rip him out. And so that was pretty funny. The Mummy, however, Scooby ran him over with a lawnmower. They called it a power mower, which I find awesome. But it was so funny to me. They were two variety different catch methods, but both ended up with the monster getting knocked out because Dr. Najib ended up launched into a basketball hoop, and the caveman he also ended up getting caught by being fished by Shaggy and Scooby. So I'm gonna give it a tie as well. So in that regards, the Mummy of Ankha wins actually a 2-2-1. So 2 wins for the Mummy of Ankha, 1 win for the Caveman, and 2 ties. So yeah, the Mummy of Ankha wins the first Fan Fright. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you agree with what I decided down below. And subscribe to the channel so you guys can always remember, you guys can always get caught up to new episodes that I upload. So thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll catch you later. Peace.